Hi, this is Bonnie with Hometown Focus, and today have I got an interview. This is something I've been working on for some time. We all know Steve Pierce as County Commissioner, CPA, but what I think is cool is he owns the post office. And how many times have you driven by lately and looked in and saw, God, I wonder what's going on in there. Today we're going to have a look-see. Hi, Steve.
Hi.
This is fun.
Yes, it is.
Wide open spaces.
It is. It's getting closed up a little bit, as you can see, but wide open space in here.
When did you get started?
I purchased this almost a year ago, and then, of course, last summer and fall I did a lot of work myself, kind of fiddled around and did a lot of things, and then actual work by the contractor started the week of Christmas.
Okay. Love the floor. I remember that. Not too many other parts, except I missed the boxes.
Oh, they didn't. They took all the boxes. They didn't even leave me the mail slot, which used to be right behind you here, the brass mail slot. I thought maybe that would stay.
Okay.
Yes, the floor is staying, and I'll be able to see up, but you notice that nice skylight above it. How many people knew that was up there?
Oh, beautiful.
Yep.
Just how much would that cost to put that in there if you didn't have it? It would be just a lot.
I know what it cost to replace the top, but
Steve, do you have trouble getting your mail here?
if we stand here long enough, somebody's going to knock on that door behind the cameraman and try to deliver mail. They always do. I can't figure it out. They think they figure out this isn't open, but...
Yeah. Well, and then it's curious. People want to see what's going on. Many times I walked by here and looked in and thought, oh, Steve, what is happening in there? Today we kind of see. This is all going to be offices?
Yes, it is. We're looking right in the front door of the building, and you look behind us, you'll see the hallway down the center to the back of the building. There'll be a new entryway put on the back, which will probably be more the front of the building just because that's where the parking lot is. Mm-hmm. The suite to whichever side this is on my left, the south side of the building, is what I'm going to occupy. Mm-hmm. There's another suite on the other side, and then, of course, a suite in the back.
Okay. Now, before we started this morning, we kind of went downstairs and saw just the biggest furnace I've ever seen in my whole life, plus all kinds of downstairs areas that can be rented, right?
Well, officially nothing's happening down there.
Oh.
My building permit was the upstairs only. I did, as you saw, make the move to put in a nice stairwell down in the basement. It's amazing that all the money and time that got put into this building, and there was a little 2-foot wide stairwell that went straight down to the basement, virtually unusable. This building is going to last a lot longer than any of us here, and I thought, well, we're going to put in the right stairwell so something can happen in the future.
Okay. Steve, one of the questions that a lot of people talk about is that we often heard through the years that there was an area where perhaps inspectors could come and see what their postal people were doing. Still there?
Not all of it's there. The main thing that's missing, and I'm not sure if we'll be able to get a shot of it, but on the back of us, across the building from north to south, there was a catwalk suspended from the ceiling that was accessible either from this floor or the basement. The inspector was able to come in the back door of the building, be able to look on this floor, be able to go downstairs, go up to the catwalk, look out all the observation windows, or go downstairs and go into the postmaster's office. Right above the cameraman, there's a room. I don't think many people realize that when you walked into the front door of the building, in the vestibule there is a room up there with observation ports that are still exist and will remain.
And will remain?
Yes.
Okay. So theoretically, they looked in, you couldn't see them?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep. If you were to crawl up there on the front one, which is still there, if you crawl up there, you cannot see your hand in front of your face. That's how dark it is. Everything is painted black. And it's very dark up there.
One thing, Steve, that really amazes me is that just coming in here and seeing the mailboxes and seeing the people there wanting to sell us the stamps, I didn't realize it was so big.
That is a comment that's been made quite a bit, that didn't realize how open it was back here. Mm-hmm. This is a steel structure with the brick building on top of it. And so it's all, other than the steel posts that go up, it's clear span. It is quite big back here.
And just well lighted. Of course, the skylight's gorgeous,
Well,
and that's staying.
12-foot windows there, that they let in a fair amount of light too, and that skylight will shine into both the center, as you can see, and then also to the suites on either side. So.
Okay, okay. Well, I think this is just a kick coming in here and seeing this. I wanted to, but I haven't called you till now. Perhaps when you have people, or you get settled, you'd let me come back.
Yes, and it's a full intention that this will be accessible to the public. As you saw some of the things in the back and in the basement, and with the boiler and the rooms downstairs, it is my intention to make that accessible as people are able to walk around. We're getting a little bit of a historic district. As they come to see the Opera House, the museum, the church, the Chubb House, they can put this on their tour.
Certainly. Well, I'm just thrilled with this. Thanks, Steve.
You're welcome.
Really
Thanks for having me.
appreciate
I'm glad
it.
to do
Oh, I just think we're going to get comments upon comment. Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
Good.
Here we are with the new year of Hometown Focus, and I'm kind of right back where I started with one of my favorite people in Fairmont, Steve Pierce. Okay, first of all, County Commissioner.
I'm still a commissioner,
Still
yes.
a commissioner,
Up
okay.
for election.
Up for election.
Yeah.
CPA,
Yes,
beautiful office.
thank you.
And when we were here last time, we just saw a bear. There were bear boards everywhere. People have asked me, when are you going back to see that post office? Well, here we are. I need to ask you a couple questions, first of all. When I first came in, you said, that's post office green. Is that right?
Yes, most of what I found throughout the building was originally painted green.
Okay,
And the lobby, if you come in, it's been repainted to
Okay.
the original green.
Okay.
I'm not sure really where else in the building I may have it other than down in the basement. There's some of the original
okay,
paint.
okay, but
And
not
I
bad.
Uncovered, yeah, and I uncovered the bulletin boards back there, so I'm
Okay.
looking for some cork, so.
Okay.
And the light fixtures being redone, it's all original.
Okay, okay. Next thing I saw was, it looks to me like post office boxes on the floor. Is that correct? Is that,
Yeah, those were not left here, those were brought here. The post
Okay.
office and I had a little disagreement about things. Apparently, they,
Ooh.
for some reason, would not deliver my mail. I'm not exactly sure why yet, but we finally come to an agreement. They put those boxes by the door. They don't have to walk over here to my door. They can put it in those cartons there, so I am getting my mail.
okay, well, we'll save a few steps, you
Yes,
know, I
yes.
suppose. Okay, okay. Beautiful appointments here. The finishing work is just gorgeous.
Yeah, we kind of got started and we weren't sure what we're going to do. I kind of wanted an original pine look, but when you start pricing out pine these days, oak is the same price, so I can figure this one out.
Sure
So
you can.
That's why you
Okay.
see everything is in oak, a lot
Sure.
of oak inside, and all the boxes and the window trim.
Okay,
So-
now, so you're in here,
Yes.
and when did you move in?
I'm not sure I'm here yet.
Okay,
Officially. I moved in here August 1st.
okay,
Randy Queering with Principal Financial Group is in the east suite in the
Oh.
back there.
okay.
He's been in here about that long. Of
Okay.
course, the north suite is still, has not been constructed yet. We're
Oh, I
working
see.
on-
Okay.
Working on plans, have a tenant I've been working with, hope we can work things out, get it in there, just kind of coming up with
Okay.
design, and so if you're interested, don't stop calling me, but
No, okay.
nothing's been signed. That is
it-
not completed at all over there.
Okay, it seems like I heard at one time Chamber was coming in here, is that?
Right, that was an initial thought, and we'd worked, I'm on the board, and we worked for quite some time, and
Okay,
actually, I was kind of convinced at one point in time they were coming in here, but were unable to make a decision on the matter, so I just moved on.
sure, of course, of course. And it looks like you moved on well.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
gee, it's just, I just couldn't wait to get back in here.
Yeah.
The windows are great, as we saw before, the skylights here are just great, and you've added more throughout
Yes.
the building.
Yes, I'm not sure when the first time around, I think these steel studs were up for these walls here.
Yes, they were.
But not much else. Probably behind us, you can see the exit sign. They're the second story right there. The bathrooms are below it. That's where all the HVAC, the heating, cooling, phone, computer
Okay.
switching equipment is all up there.
Last time I was here, Steve, it was cold. We were cold in here, weren't we? Yes.
That could be. There was no heat running.
No. And there's nothing colder than an empty building. It's
the
just,
winter time,
oh, yeah,
yeah.
really.
No, it's very comfortable in here now. I've been very pleased with their very high energy efficient furnace air conditioners, and they've been very economical to run, so I've been pleased about that. Hopefully it'll stay that way.
Well, of course, we all hope
Well,
that.
you're paying on 3-4 meters, you kind of want it that way.
Yes, you do. Well, it's such a beautiful part of downtown Fairmont, and so glad that you kept it. And so glad that it's going, and I want it to go well for you, of course.
Yeah.
And now, if people want to take a look or whatever, are you thinking of a grand opening or
Well, the
something?
doors are open, and I have people down here constantly, between Randy and myself, we seem
Okay.
to be giving tours.
Okay.
It is open. I'm not ready for a public grand opening. There are some
Okay.
things that need to be finished from public accessibility standpoint. Also, there's a lot of decorations to be put up. And
Oh, sure.
actually, I would like to have the tenant in the north side first, but people, the doors are open. You can feel free to walk in.
Okay.
Just this weekend now, behind us, you see I put up some of the stuff
Oh, I
in the
love
back,
that.
and-
Oh, what a
yeah.
wall. What a wall. Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
I have an
The-
awful lot more of that. It's
Oh.
one thing that, everything was gone from this building, everything, and, but that's one thing that wasn't, was the original prints and a lot of that documentation.
Okay. And something else, that if people have memorabilia, you're open to
Oh, yes.
showing it? Or?
Around us here in the lobby, there's, you probably see them on the camera, I happen to, Dwayne Danner was fortunate enough, got some things, items from him, but I don't
Oh.
have anything personally.
Okay.
There's several around us here, they're
Sure.
empty, they're locked up. So if anybody has some Fairmont memorabilia they'd like to share or to
Sure.
post for a while, I'd really appreciate that.
Okay, well, that's
Particularly to the
that's
downtown
great.
area.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, again, thank you. Love
I'm
to
glad
be
to
in
have
this.
you.
Oh, glad to be in this building. Well, we've known each other a good many years.
Long time.
Long-
Longer than maybe we care to remember.
Well, yeah, well, me in particular. So, okay, it's
Alrighty.
Steve Pierce, Bonnie Felstead for Hometown Focus. See you next time.